Hey there, Glenn with the Toy Temple, and today I'm taking a look at Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Batgirl and Donatello action figure 2-pack from DC Collectibles. And, you know, I saw these packs, October, I want to say? I don't know, it's been a while. There's been a lot that's been happening. My timeline's a little messed up, but last October, let's just say that, they decided that, hey, Batman and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, those are things that need to go together all of a sudden. So we got things like Roz and Shredder, or Leonardo and Batman. Well, okay, The Dark Knight meets Mutant Mayhem. Why not? And only at GameStop can you spend $50 on two action figures that look okay, come with a lot of accessories, but $50? $50 for this. Okay. I can kind of see some of the price point, sure. They literally had to sculpt this from a movie. Same thing with Batgirl. I could see that. Lots of accessories. I could see that. But then when you start adding it up and you get really desperate for characters, you get things like Alfred. Or you get things like pairing up Leo with Batman. I know I'm harping on that Batman and Leo, but I mean, this is $250 worth of action figures. And yes, I know there's a lot. There's 10 figures, but that's so much. That's a lot to spend on characters and designs that have only been in one movie. You know, a DC crossover like Batman versus TMNT, let's just shorten it down. It's just so much easier. That's a lot to spend for something that, to be fair, the designs are neat, but I can't see it. So, with that said, when they started clearancing them out at $14.97 each, I said to myself, Glenn, you got to get your hands on that Donatello, and I did. So I walked into a store. Oh my gosh, I walked into a store. Don't worry, I wore a face mask and all that, but I had to get my hands on it. So I waltzed right in, and the employee was super nice, talked to me for a little bit, and yeah, came away with a Batgirl and Donatello. So I'm super excited to open this thing up, get my hands on these accessories, and add another Donatello to my Donatello shelf. And you know what? Let's stay 6 feet apart, but I hope you'll join me. And before we really get started, I'd like to point out these little bands that are holding the figures in, way better than those twisty ties that I usually run into. Watch, let me get Batgirl out. So you see on the back, it's just got these little, you know what? I hate these too. These are terrible. Quit banding in figures. And here are Batgirl and Donatello out of the package. And I swear to you, it took me 3.5 minutes to get them out of that package. Packaging is so important, and the simplicity is really what makes it so good. And you know it when it's bad, believe me. But taking a look at the figures, let's do Batgirl first. So I was looking at Batgirl, looking her over. Technically, I was looking both over. Each one has loose joints, but different joints. So Batgirl's, she's got the loose waist, upper torso. That's kind of a weird spot to put that, but loose right there. And then Donatello, his legs are just, a little dangly. Not, he hasn't fallen yet, but, I would probably put something in front of him to balance him out. But going back to Batgirl, she's got single jointed elbows. She's got a ball and socket wrist, kind of like what McFarlane's doing with DC right now, and what they've done with the Fortnite figures. Double jointed knees, no thigh swivel, but you get a little bit of swivel at the hip, along with that. Oh, hey, look at that! Wow, that thing popped right off. So we'll be careful with that. Not much in the way of boot cut, but she does have a little bit of ankle rocker and pivot. And that I'm going to break it if I do that. Let's not do that. Yeah, so very limited articulation. Just enough. Obviously, let's go to her head real quick. Her head can move all the way around. Hair doesn't really get too much in the way. She's got kind of a thin neck, but I guess that works. Tiny head. Going to the paint actually looks pretty nice. Clean, the purple looks good. The lines, they actually panel lined on the torso and on the lower waist. Looks good. The cowl is a different color than the purple there, but it slightly matches the cape. And then you've got the yellow gloves, the yellow accents, along with this little pouch thing. Did she deliver something important in the movie? I don't know. Haven't watched it. Maybe I'll give it a shot after this. But purple looks good on the laces. The yellow, solid. She's got little traction, little grooves on the bottom of her boots. Solid. The cape is not cloth. It's plastic, but, you know, it's okay. Batgirl's cape isn't nearly as flowing as Batman's, so I don't mind that it's, you know, only covers down to her lower thighs. So it looks good. The face is a little plain. No real look. She's got a little bit of lipstick. Looks like they painted the top of the cowl because it started out as tan, maybe? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Actually, you know what? Here, let's just pop it off. That'll tell me. Does it pop off? Whoa, whoa, look at that. Okay. Well, that answers that. It was purple, and then they painted the flesh tone. Makes sense. But it looks good. Could be a little bit cleaner, but not too bad. Around the ear, they missed a little spot of that purple. But we'll just pretend, I don't know, Clayface took a chunk out of it. Why not? It's comic books. Anything can happen. Let's put Donatello back up. I knew it was a matter of time before he fell over. But it was my own hand that did it. Oh, there's little dots on the cape. Look at that. So not bad. I don't know. I mean, it's a good look. Just very limited articulation. So we'll come back to that. Maybe take a look at Donatello next. Donatello, I'm going to say the first thing that I said when I saw this character, or design of the character. I feel like his head is too small. And that is a common complaint I have with these turtles and their designs. Like, overall, not too shabby. I mean, they really, you know, made him look beefy. But then, just for scale, we get the perfect Marvel Legends Cyclops. And are the turtles really that tiny? This is the perfect, in my opinion, perfect size comparison action figure, the Marvel Legends Cyclops. And sure, Batgirl's supposed to be smaller, yeah. But then what about Donatello? They're all the same size, right? But maybe they're going for more ninja in this one. So maybe he's supposed to be smaller. But then, you know, I don't know. I feel like he could be slightly taller or have a larger head. All right, get out of here, psych. Taking a look at the paint job and the articulation and all that. I like that they lined the ribs and the biceps. Can turtles have biceps? I guess if they're ninjas, why not? You got single jointed elbows, but there's a little elbow pad. That's neat. The belt, a little sloppy with that silver, but forgivable. The deco, pretty cool. I like it. And you can even put his bow staff in this little hoop on the back. Looks like mine got a little scrape. Not from my own doing, I promise. I was very, very careful when removing these. Double jointed knees. Same hip and leg articulation as Batgirl. So I'm not going to rip this one's leg off. Then you get down here to the ankle, and you get quite a bit of range with that ankle pivot and ankle rocker. But look how exposed that joint is. That's ugly. Man, that's ugly. I don't like that. So I'll be very careful when posing this Donatello as to not expose that joint too much. Oh, and he's also got the same wrist articulation. But these wrists are so hard to turn. And look, you can see the ball in the wrist. That's ugly. I really don't like that. At least Batgirl has some deco on her wrist to kind of hide that. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the way they did the articulation on these. They're just super ugly. And you can only really pose them in one way. So let's do this. I'm going to review the accessories for each individually. And then, I don't know, let's throw it back for a final score. Taking a look at Batgirl's accessories first, she does, and I'm just going to work my way out, then in. She does come with additional hands, and there's kind of a gripped hand and then a less gripped hand, which, I don't know, comes with punching power and a hand for a gun, but there's no trigger finger. But then again, it's a Bat family member, and not really too many triggers in their arsenal. Other than this grappling gun, which, how does she hold this? That's, okay, I've got the less grip hand. Where do you hold it? 'Cause I don't want to, there's no place to put the hand. That is odd. I'm sure someone is screaming at me right now going, ooh, the hand fits right there. I don't see it. I don't see it. The hand doesn't fit. Does not fit the grappling gun at all. And I don't want to bend the fingers back to cram it in there, because that's not how it's supposed to work. It's just supposed to fit in. But, you know, it does fit in the bat hook, which, if she could hold it, would be pretty cool. But she can't. But that does fit right in. And they also have the one where you shoot it, then it spreads out. They've got both, which is neat. She does come with a slice of pizza. Does the hand hold the pizza? Oh man. This is not very thick pizza. We're not talking Chicago style here. Why is it so hard for the hands to hold things? There. I guess if she holds it like a psychopath and holds it by the cheese, she can hold it. So, those are over. She does come with a syringe full of yellow stuff. I don't know. Probably makes sense in the movie. Unless they want to lie and call it a tranquilizer dart. Who knows? But who's tranking the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? She does come with the classic Batarang. Here, let's... Maybe? There. Okay. So, she can hold the Batarang. Fantastic. And she does finally come with a bat phone, which does have a little Batgirl symbol on the case. So I guess I should see if the hands actually swap easily. And there. All right. That was pretty painless. Not bad. Holds it. Here, let's have her look at her phone. Okay. All right. She's FaceTiming with bats. Maybe Robin. That actually looks pretty good. Switch the other hand. Because as much as I love punching power, I love holding batarangs more. So let's put that in there. There. I got her doing something. It's a pretty plain pose, but I don't know, maybe she's mid-fight and Commissioner Gordon's trying to get a hold of his daughter. Why not? So, moving those accessories out, I think that's a pretty decent pose. That'll look good on my shelf. Let's take a look at Donatello, and let's dress him up a little bit. And taking a look at Donatello, we've got plenty of accessories. A pretty good assortment. He does come with the only additional head in the entire set. Kind of looks like a baseball helmet with a, I don't know, a little monocle, a little sight right there. So I guess if he's trying to shoot something, but he doesn't come with anything to shoot, so why does he need to aim? So here, let's pop that one on. Make sure it fits. It does. I don't like how it looks. Popping it back off. Sorry, not a fan of the baseball helmet, but it does actually answer the question, what would it look like if you had a larger head? And it looks 1,000 times better. I wish the head was the exact size of that one. He does come with that slice of pizza, exact same mold as the other one. Why would they craft two different molds of pizza when one will do? Let's see, does his hand hold it? Of course it does. Boom, he's holding the pizza. What about if he holds it by the crust? A little harder. Just bent the pizza. That's a sentence I never thought I'd say. Oh my gosh. Why can these characters not hold the pizza by the crust? How hard is that? Can he hold his bow staff? And I'm being forceful with these too. If you're watching this and you're going, man, I was able to do it. Well, good. I'm glad. Can he really not hold his bow staff? I'm really trying here. I swear. Donnie. Baby. Buddy. Ugh. I'm trying to spread those fingers, but there's no thin part to this bow staff. All right. So I'm getting off topic. Additional hands. Of course, I'm swapping out the punching power. He's got to be able to hold on to these. I just accidentally put him into a cool pose. Maybe. It's not that cool unless you got both hands, though. Come on. Ugh, swapping those is difficult. And I'm really trying. Ugh. I promise. But these hinge wrists with the ball, oh man, I hate this design. It's like this on the Fortnite figures. And I know I mentioned that, but I really don't like the articulation on those. And McFarlane just kind of went nuts with the new DC line on those. And yeah, I'm starting to see the new stuff roll in. And this might be, I know they were designed by other people, but I see a lot of influence. Mattel didn't do this. How's that? Good. See, I just tried to put the stuff, there. I put it in his hand. That is such a tight fit. But I popped his hand off doing it, so was it worth it? Of course it was, but at what cost? All right, Donnie, we got the staff in your hand. We got a pizza. The pizza was dumb. We got the TCRI canister unopened, and it looks awesome. Just judging by the labels and the TCRI logo on it, looks good. I will try to figure out how to put this in your hand another time. But for right now, let's take a look at that bow staff. Bow staff is thick. Oh no. Does it separate? Is that what I was supposed to do this whole time? Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, I've had enough. I've had enough of that. Let's never talk about the bow staff ever again. All right. You know, if they just make the hands... Nope. Okay. That's fine. You've got the turtle communicator. Yes, I actually had one of these when I was a kid. Looks a little different now, but the idea is the same. We should have the giant wires on it, but man, it takes me back. And if he wants to FaceTime with Batgirl, now he can, because she's got her cell phone. He is holding it like the worst way possible, but I do like that it can shut, and it kind of looks like a grenade when you do it, but I do like that it can shut and protect the glass. There's no glass, I'm just pretending. The screen and the buttons from the inside. And it's got the superior cell phone design that we all know and love, where if you're really mad at someone, and you can't do this today with iPhones and whatever, if you're really mad at someone, you just go, yeah, and you shut it because you're mad. Can't do that anymore with today's cell phones. So you got pizza, additional hands for, I'm assuming that's what it's supposed to be for, karate hands. But he's not going to use those because I'm going to pose him with the TCRI canister. Good assortment of accessories, to be honest. But I just wish I could use them more easily. So what are my final thoughts on the 2-pack? Well, $50 is way too much for this. For the amount of accessories, yeah, it's a pretty good assortment. Unfortunately, not a lot is usable with the hands given to them. Donatello, though, He's going to fit super well on my Donatello shelf, if you can believe it. Crazy, I know. Super happy to get my hands on him. Really, this was just a 2-pack where I bought a Donatello action figure and got a Batgirl action figure for free. So I'm super pleased to add yet another Donatello action figure to the shelf. And it's looking pretty good up there. Got the comic book cover, got the DVD from the original movie. Got the SH figure arts. I got a whole bunch of stuff up there, but he's the newest addition, and I'm happy with him. So for him, I'm gonna say 3 out of 5. Looks like Batgirl. And the art style doesn't get too much in the way of the design of the figure. So for her, I don't know. I don't want to give her a higher score than Donatello, but about a 2.99 out of 5. I don't think she deserves the full 3, but I don't know. I had more complaints, I think, with her than I did with Donatello. I grade more harshly on Donatello because I love Donatello, and I like Batgirl, but I just don't love Batgirl. Not like Donatello. For what I got, it's a great deal. Check your local GameStop. See if they've still got some clearanced out TMNT versus Batman. I don't know. Does Batman have top billing? I think he does. Yeah. Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Check out the movie. I'll eventually get around to it. Make sure you hit me up on Instagram and Twitter to remind me to go and watch it sometime. I'm there. I post sometimes even. Maybe I'll do it this week. But I don't know. Check me out there. Make sure on this video, though, you hit like, share, subscribe, leave a comment as to who your favorite turtle is, or who's your favorite member of the Bat family. I'll tell you mine right now. It's Batman. Crazy. I know. But thank you so much for watching. And, hey, 2 figures for the price of 1. Can't beat that. And remember, you're never too old to enjoy the things you love.